Okay, guys, back again with the next fight for section 15. Next fight. This one comes from me. We got a sorcery magic battle going on here. And I put the likes of Lina in verse from the Slayers anime versus Circe from DC Comics. Yeah, Lina Inverse versus Circe's anime manga versus comic in a sense. But I thought that'd be good to put these two together, so let's kick it off with Lina Inverse. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Alright, so for all those who've never read the Slayers manga or have watched the anime, let me tell you a little bit about Lina Inverse. Lina Inverse is a young but very brash and very kind of bold and I guess you could put a little bit of a vain young sorceress in the Slayers universe. She, for someone so young, she in terms of spells and things like that, she is almost like a master at it. She's very keen for sorcery and things like that. Like I said, she's kind of vain and brash at times. Like she thinks she's all that, but when it's time to get down to the nitty gritty, you see that once that happens, the sorceress comes out and the brash young woman and arrogant woman leaves the picture. She travels around the world with many of her friends, like Gowry and people like that. And many of her attacks, she deals mostly in dark magic, actually, believe it or not, black magic, not to mostly like white magic, because in the Slayers universe, the dark magic is more of the destructive powers. So many of her powers include her famous dragon slave attack, which she loves to do. It's very powerful. The upgraded version of that would be the Giga Slave. There are a lot of moves, a lot of attack spells that she does, and you can literally see when she's conjuring it up, you can actually hear the incantations. You're like, wow, okay, that sounds a little dark, but yeah, she's still a great character nonetheless. So we move on to her combatant in this, and once again, everybody should know this character here, Circe's. This is based off a little bit of the Circe's that we got in the Odyssey, but not so much. Circe's, of course, is pretty much Wonder Woman's main adversary. And there's been time she's been a thorn in Diana's side for plenty for years. Has she debuted in the 52? Yes, she did. But she was a lot different than her counterpart before. She debuted in, I believe, the Men of War comic with Sergeant Rock and all of them. And in that version, she was white-skinned with red hair, and she really didn't care what humans did, as long as they didn't bother her. So it was kind of different, but other than that, Circe was always one of those individuals you very much wanted to leave alone, but if she did become your adversary, you always had to be on your toes around her. That's the way I look at it. She's a very powerful godlike level sorcerer, and pretty much is immortal, and many of her spells are just very, very powerful to deal with. Very powerful indeed. Even Diana has had trouble with Circe's. Many other thank you. Many other individuals have had trouble with her, so to speak, as well. But let's move on to the battle. And so the battle. This is going to test Lina very much in a very stellar battle, sorcery battle, you know, magic versus magic, you know, in a sense. Has Lina faced anybody at god level before? Yes, she has, and she's beaten them too. One person I can think of right off the top of my head is the dark god Shabanigdo. She fought and she beat him. So it's not like Lina doesn't have experience in battling god level powerful magic based characters. She can go with them. But it's shown throughout the anime and the mangas that sometimes Lina's powers have a limit. Like when it's that time of the month, guys, she can't use her powers for some strange reason. And it's really hard for her to use it. But she still is. She's got her wits and her female charm to get her through thick and thin. And then you got Circe, who could just toy with Lina, you know, just toy with her and just see what this human or this mortal can do before she may like, okay, enough of this, you know, now I'm ending this. But Lina's definitely going to have to be on her toes, and she probably may have to outwit Circe. Not outthink her, but outwit her, just to really beat her. But I'd say, who do you guys, Lina inverse or Circe? And other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this fight. This is kind of maybe a teaser for an upcoming theme for a future section, but I always wanted to get Lina back into another fight. I love Lina inverse. She's just a great character. She's funny, she's witty, everything, and who doesn't like Circe at all? But I hope you guys enjoyed this fight, and as always, guys, just give me your input. Who do you feel would win in this battle? And other than that, I will see you guys Friday with the next two fights, which will pit the last fight for the requester of the section, Devil Knight D. This will be fight number 11. Will be Roha versus Akuma. Roha being from the Fist of the North Star, and you all know who Akuma is. And the 12th fight will be Silver Surfer versus Doomsday. So I will see you guys Friday. And other than that, this is Mom Burn Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. I'll catch you guys on the flip flop. You guys know the slogan. Take care.